Everyone, it's Olivia Logson, and today we're going to be reading Fate the Winx Saga, My Rewrite, Chapter 2, Episode 2. Now, I did not get to do my live stream yesterday, and I was hoping to read this on my live stream, but I got home really late last night, so that's unfortunate. And if my hair may look a little staticky in the camera, or greasy, it's because I went to the beach this morning, and I tend to use conditioner. I use leave-in conditioner. So, here's some great advice from me. Use leave-in conditioner if you don't want to take a shower right after you get back from the pool or the beach. So, use leave-in conditioner and it will make your hair untangle. Please don't use too much because I have always done that. But let's read this. If you notice, the title is Voice of Nature, and Winx Club Voice of Nature. The Voice of Nature is actually one of the episodes, episode 4 of there we go. It's one of the episodes of season 1. So I definitely wanted a few references. Moving forward, let's begin. All the first years gathered in stone circle to practice their magic. Magic lives in the very fabric of nature, and here in our circle of stones is magnified. The vessel tests your ability to channel that magic. Further down the line, you may be able to connect with other elements, but your first year is all about the element you were born with, said Headmistress Darling. Earth. Flora grows plants inside the vessel. Soil, sand, rock, and all matter of plant life. Water. Francine uses her ability in the vessel. The lakes and oceans of the world are the molecules that exist in all organisms around us. The mind. Musa and Techna use their ability in the vessel. Thoughts, memories, dreams. Air. Beatrix uses her storm abilities in the vessel. Speed, temperature, sound, its power, electricity, and electrical properties. Whatever your element, the emotions underlying it are all the same for fairies, said Headmistress Darling. Bloom steps up to the vessel and tries her best to use her firepower. Open yourself up to the magic world around you. A spark of fire starts to form in the vessel. Push past your doubts. Eventually the spark becomes a bright flame. Bloom smiles as she stopped and sat back down. Today, I will pair you up in groups of 5. You are going to navigate the forest, learn how to coexist with the nature around you. Bloom was paired with Musa, Techna, Flora, and Beatrix. Meanwhile, in Red Fountain, Timmy was training with Cat, another specialist. Towards the end of the fight, Riven yelled, "Sweep the line!" Timmy loses the fight to Cat. Could you try being 50% less of a prick? Well, I'd be 50% less fun. I remember what lost cause you were. 2 black eyes and a sprained ankle, day 1. I remember your brother was more fun when you all traded places. Look, whatever big bird speech you're gonna give me, I don't want to hear it. There's no speech. Just because I'm pretending to be Brandon doesn't mean that you have to mention all the time that he's more fun, said Brandon, who was actually Sky. Well, I thought my friendship was reward enough, said Ruben. Sky glanced over to the sidewalk area and saw Olivia. It is, said Sky as he and Ruben walked over to Olivia. Brandon told me you were back on school grounds, said Sky. So Brandon was the one who killed the burned one yesterday, said Olivia. Oh, come on, you knew. You were the one who came up with this crazy idea. So why are you back? Asked Sky. I'm filling in for the water fairy teacher, at least until my grandma finds a teacher. Well, it's good to see you again, Olivia, said Sky as he pulled her in for a hug. Is my uncle around? Asked Olivia as she pulled away from the hug. Headmaster Silva is around somewhere, answered Sky. Well, I'll see you boys around. I'm supposed to say hi and then go meet Farah near the stone circle with the first years. So bye, said Olivia as she left. Olivia walked over to Saul and greeted him. Still being overprotective? Well, I promised Brandon's father I would look after him, said Saul, who was not aware that Brandon and Sky traded places. The only people who knew were Riven and Olivia. Well, I just wanted to say hi, and now I should probably see what Farah wants, said Olivia as she went to go see Farah. Meanwhile, Saul walks over to Sky and informs him that he and Riven and Timmy are going to hunt down the burned ones they find in the forest. With that, Sky, Riven, and Timmy left to do so. Back at Stone Circle, Olivia was told to keep an eye on Bloom, but not to be seen doing it. Bloom, Forum, Musa, Techna, and Beatrix were doing their assignment and getting to know each other. So, Beatrix is it. Weren't you hanging with Darcy at the orientation? I was with Darcy. She's my older sister. I prefer to hang around people I'm familiar with than strangers. We're not strangers, more like classmates, said Bloom. I know that, but I know that, but this is an assignment where we're forced to work together, so I like to get it done. I have somewhere to be, she mumbled under her breath. Flora, your nature is your element. What do you sense? Just life. I don't understand what we're supposed to be looking for. Mistress Darling said we are supposed to be learning how to coexist with the nature around us. Totally makes sense. Vague and cryptic like everything else in this place, said Bloom. Don't you all get it? We're supposed to figure out how our element can help nature. Fire and air. How can natural disaster help nature? How can the mind connecting with the mind of animals help nature? Or earth, the life all around us. Fairies, nature helpers, teachers, peacekeepers, queens sometimes. But fairies are not fighters. Leave that to the specialists and the gods that surround the kingdom. The system is wrong and unfair, said Beatrix. Wow, someone's smart. And this system has existed for ages, and fairies do fight. According to history, one of the lost kingdoms, Meritopia, was fought over by fairies, and no one won. Are you done? I figured it out. Yeah, you did figure it out, but you did all the work. We're supposed to be working together, said Flora. Okay, then answer the questions that I asked. Fire can create beautiful things. You can destroy things, but there's still room for growth, answered Bloom. The mind guides animals to new homes through communicating telepathically, answered Musa. After all, mind fairies can understand animals if they practice enough, answered Techna. Nature, like you said, I can sense life all around us. I can help things grow, answered Flora. Good, you figured it out. Now we're done. What about air, Beatrix? Same as fire, just different, answered Beatrix as she walked off. That the girls told Mistress Darling what they found. The girls were free to go. They had completed their assignment. Beatrix went to go meet up with Darcy in front of the school. You're late. I had an assignment to complete, responded Beatrix. Doesn't matter. Silva's meeting with Farah is in Farah's meeting with Doesn't matter. Sylva's meeting with Farah in her office. We can listen in. Come on, follow me, said Darcy as she and Beatrix went to listen in. They reached Farah's office, waited till it was clear, and then listened to the conversation between Farah and Saul. Inside the office, I spoke with my contacts in the Outer Kingdom. No other sightings of the burned ones. So ours was just a fluke. What about the hunt? Brandon, Riven, and Timothy are still at it. They haven't found any burned ones, not yet. It may be just a fluke, but it's still dangerous. What about the gossip? It's a school and there's already gossip. It's only a matter of time before the kids cross the barrier and find more. Please, let's do this right. Queen Loon's guards are better fit to search the area than students who should be in class. Let me make arrangements with the Queen's army. They'll have better luck scanning the area. Okay. So I'll begin arranging. Meanwhile, outside the office, Darcy and Beatrix head to the woods. We need to figure out a way to prevent the Queen's army from finding more burned ones, said Darcy. They're just hunting one down. What's the worst that could happen? Said Beatrix. They could find all of them, so let's be smart about this and prevent it from happening, said Darcy, as she used her mind spell on the burned ones and told them to hide somewhere where only she could find them. Meanwhile, the Queen's guards told Saul and Farah they couldn't find any burned ones, which worried Farah even more. Back at Stone Circle, Olivia is helping mentor Bloom by telling her what it's like to grow up being a changeling. Your life will get harder if you let people know you're a changeling. Throughout history, people have viewed changelings as wild and dangerous. You need to learn to control. You need to learn to control. And you also need to learn to only tell the people you trust. Show me your fire. Bloom lets the fire ignite in her hand. You can use fire for many things. To destroy something, as a light in the darkness, for heat, and many other things. I want you to blast this rock as hard as you can, said Olivia. Bloom did it, but it wasn't that big of a blast. Come on, you can do better than that. Close your eyes. Feel the fire inside of you. Let it consume you. Don't listen to the voice that tells you the fire will destroy you. Bloom tries. This time, the blast is really big. Good job! Sometimes I hesitate to go bigger because I don't want the same thing that happened to my parents to happen again, said Bloom. And Mr. Starling told me about the event. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about who my biological parents are. I feel like I need to find out the answer. I know it's like to not grow up knowing who your parents are. I'm here for you. At least you got to meet your birth parents. Eventually. And you will too, Bloom. But how will I find the answers? You learn, you grow. You focus, you learn, you grow. Eventually the answers will come. After the session ended, Bloom headed to bed. Oh, while asleep, Bloom had a dream about a fairy named Daphne. And we will read chapter 3 to Monday. I don't film on Sundays. That is all I have for you guys today. Let's give it logs in. Bye!